Okay. So living in Tampa, we like to go to Miami often. And one night we went down there on, I think it was Saturday. We got there around 11 a.m. Saturday. Headed straight into Nicky's on the beach. I don't know if you're familiar. Nicky's on the beach. Party there till like, I don't know what time. Then we went over to the Clevelander till 3 in the morning. Finished at Space at 6. There were many drugs involved.
Okay. You can go through them if you want.
I think this night was, in particular, there was a lot of MDMA used.
Space is another club?
Yeah, Space is another club in Miami. Well, come 6 o'clock, we jump in the car and drive back to Tampa. Back to Tampa.
So it's just a one-day thing?
It's a get there 11 a.m., party all day, all night, drive back to Tampa at 6 in the morning. Unfortunately, I wasn't supposed to drive, but I ended up having to drive because I prolonged the party longer than most everybody wanted. But I think we made it about 75 miles on Alligator Alley in 2 hours. So I was going like 35 on the alley.
And the real speed limit's like 60 or something?
70, and you're typically going 80.
But you were going 35 because you were just...
But this one time at the mansion in Miami, fucking guy roofies my girl, right? She has her drink on top of the system with their base. And he drops, I guess, a roofie in there. We didn't know this till the next morning when she could barely fucking live. But there was something off about him when...
You could tell. So you sensed that he was up to no good.
Well, it triggered me to punch this guy in the face. And
you knew.
I like to fight, so
okay.
I have a couple of those stories. But I've never actually punched someone dead in the face, a hook, and them actually still stand.
He stood,
but I think he was knocked out while standing. But I went for seconds. He ended up knocked out. The next thing I hear is a bouncer screaming at me in the very back of the club. So I take off running all through the side. Luckily, I had paid one of the Cuban bouncers to let me in that night. So he lets me just fly past him out the exit door. You would think
they were chasing after the other guy. Was
the bouncer, and you would think he would stop as soon as I get outside the club. So I get outside the club, hit a left, hit another left. There's an alleyway. I'm hauling ass down this alleyway.
Bouncer's still after you.
Still after me. I have a bad knee, bad torn ACL, lateral meniscus. This thing buckles on me, and all I can think is if you fall right now, this guy's gonna wreck your world. Luckily, I didn't fall. I was wearing this neon blue shirt. First thing I do when I hit the corner is take off the blue shirt. Now I'm running shirtless. We got away.
What you say?
We got away.
You did?
Yeah. Actually, I have a scar for that one. I would do that.
Shit. So you punched this dude, and at the time you thought he was up to no good, but you didn't know. You just could sense something, and then when you figured it out the next day, you were like, "Damn right, it was good that I did that."
So we had to check it out at the hotel 11 a.m. that day. We literally walked to the car that was in the parking garage, turned it on, let the AC blast. We slept in the car till 4 or 5 in the afternoon. I mean, this girl's dying, puking. We went to a diner for breakfast. She puked. Luckily, she was able to grab a cup, so she puked into the cup.
At the table?
At the table, yeah.
And luckily, she didn't have too much puke where it would have overflowed.
I don't know, man. I don't recall. It wasn't a good scene to begin with. But,
this is in Miami?
That's Miami, man.
What diner do you remember?
I don't know. Right there on Collins.
North Beach?
Yeah. South Beach area.
Welcome to Student of Life, the game show.
That was on my flight from Vegas to Charlotte. The contestant wouldn't share his real name with me, but he gave me a fake name, and he also gave me a fake phone number, which was funny. Like a number that worked, but it wasn't his real number. Anyway, he'll be back. We'll just call him Vegas to Charlotte to Vegas. And we're going to be jumping around to a bunch of different conversations back and forth. So we'll hear more from Mr. Charlotte to Vegas later. And the song, by the way, you're hearing right now is the song of the day, which, as always, you'll hear you'll hear the song of the day in its entirety at the end of the episode. But today's song of the day is called Betty's Garden, and it is in honor of the great Betty Griffin. And so next up, we join the artist Catherine painting the mural once again.
Actual chrome paint.
Okay.
Until it was suggested to me that it might not translate exactly like I'm thinking, and I think that's true. So I'm going to make it look like it's chrome with just different colors of paint, which I think will look better than using chrome paint.
Yeah, I like that. Have you done anything over there by 12 Bones in that spot that he was talking about?
I've done some little stuff that's been painted over.
And is it just kind of a free-for-all over there, or is it like it's obvious that they don't care, you know, no one's getting busted for doing stuff there because they've taken their time. But like, are they being hired? Like, you're being hired to do this?
People down there aren't being hired. It's like a space for artists to go paint.
Okay.
And experiment and practice and just go paint, like however experienced they are, you know.
Right.
There is that event that I was telling him about called Burners and Barbecue, where certain people are asked to go paint, and it's kind of like a day festival type of thing.
Right.
Where a bunch of people go and watch. Sometimes I honestly forget what I've seen. Someone asked me what the best show that I've seen there was the other day, and I couldn't even think of it. It's like I can't tell you. Now that I'm thinking of it, I could come up with stuff. But
what is it?
Same as it ever was. It's really good.
Oh yeah.
Everyone orchestra played. That was awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, I've been working there for a year. And
had you bartended before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How about a funny bartending story?
Most of the funny bartending stories aren't like funny, they're like people being assholes.
Alright, no, that's fine too. Asshole bar. That's what I meant. I need an asshole bartending story.
There's one lady that asked us to squeeze an orange in her drink. She wants fresh squeezed orange juice in her drink.
Right.
And
like, that's the thing that every bar does.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have juice pressed here, sorry. Like, I can't give you fresh squeezed orange juice. And so I just gave her orange juice in it, and then the next time she came up, she was like, no, I said fresh squeezed orange juice. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Like, you want me to go, like, juice this orange for you and put it in your drink? And so then the next time I just put an orange slice in it, and then she was like, well, can you squeeze it for me? I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you really want my fingers touching your drink?
Right.
Like that? Like, that's gross, and also pretty uppity, you know? Like, come on. There's always, since it's like a music venue, there's always people that are on some drugs, you know, tripping and whatnot.
Right.
Can't talk to you.
Like they go up to order a drink, but they're just like,
yeah,
human
just
being,
like,
you know what I want, just read my brain.
Yeah, they're just like, I need a drink. And you're like, okay, what kind of drink? And you're like, they're like an alcoholic one. I'm like, all right, we got that. Maybe you shouldn't have one though. But yeah, I enjoy bartending. It's, for the most part, it's fun and easy, and I love the people I work with. So that always makes the job good.
Yeah.
It's not a career move, but it's a bill-paying move.
Right, and you got a couple things going on. You got this too.
Yeah, right. So I only really bartend a couple days a week, like 2 or 3 days a week. And then I do art on my free time.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good.
I have another mural coming up after this at a yoga studio.
Oh, cool.
Asheville Community Yoga.
I haven't been there.
Expanded. It's great. So their studio is like, they used to have just like a space and a strip mall, and now they have like the entire strip mall.
Oh, wow.
So they're doing pretty good for themselves.
Yeah, they are.
it's going to be on the outside. Originally, I emailed them because they were looking for people to do one of the studios, one of like the inside, one of the studios. So I emailed them because I wanted to do it, and I met with them. Went into the meeting thinking that I was going to be doing one of the studios, and I met with them, and they asked me to do the outside because they like my artwork so much.
Oh, awesome.
Which is like way better, you know. Everyone's going to see that instead of just people that are in the yoga studio.
Right. It's a motorcycle again.
I know.
They're always motorcycle. I think because I'm not outside.
Motorcycles every time. Yeah. I dig it.
I guess it needs to be that crazy loud for them to hear
For
it.
them to be able to hear, yeah. I guess so. I think it's cool. It's like a sign of summertime, you know. It makes me really feel like it's summer.
Right. So yoga studios, there's not much upkeep if you think about it, right? It's just like, I mean, there's not much equipment. I mean, there's some, but
Right.
like, you know,
It's
it's
just
not
like an empty room.
right. Yeah, the professors, the teachers need to be paid,
They
but
should be called professors.
they should. And this friggin' city, good God, they really are, right? There are such some of the yoga class I've gone to, it's like they're professors.
Yeah.
The way they teach about the human body, you know, and I'm
Uh-huh.
just like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's true. You can get really involved into it. And I love doing yoga. I wouldn't call myself like a yogi, but I enjoy
will. You're a
doing
yogi.
it. Damn it. But it'll be fun. I'm going to paint the mural, and then I'm going to go to a yoga class.
Yeah.
So it'll be a nice way to decompress.
Oh, so like once you start over there, you mean like every time after when you're done for the day with the thing, then you'll go take a class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A phone call from our old friend Jules, talking about family.
Passed away in 2016. He was the best person ever. He was humble. He was happy. He was super generous. Always helpful. It's kind of like really from a small town, Greenwood, Florida, the panhandle of real close to Alabama, real close to Georgia. And no matter where you went, he was almost like he was like a celebrity. Like if we went into whether it had been the Walmart or whether it had been to Steak and Shake or any place. I couldn't go any place with him because everyone would stop. Oh, what's up, Jonathan? Jonathan. Oh, this is my nephew. This is my nephew. And no matter where I went, he always ran into somebody who would say, "Hey, your uncle's a great guy. Hey, your uncle's a great guy." And like I just heard it over and over and over again. And I always knew that myself because he's my uncle. But sometimes you think you're biased. But when you run into people constantly who don't know you from a can of paint, who tell you that your uncle's great, only solidifies that, he was just a great guy and a great person. And I miss him dearly, but that's the guy right there. My Uncle Jonathan, man, he's the man. That's my guy.
And I happen to know a little bit about him because you told me about him before. I don't think I met him, but I may have one day because I met one of your uncles at a Canes game in the Orange Bowl. But
that was him.
That was him. Okay.
Yep.
Because he loved the Canes, right?
He was a huge hurricane. He had all types of hurricane gear. They'll call me back, nephew, it's getting cold. Like, I need you to send me a spelly or a hoodie or, some type of a pullover. So I'd always send him, like, Canes gear. And he was always head to toe, bragging to his buddies about how his shoes stunk and we were going to beat him again. And, he'd be telling them this stuff while he's wearing his Canes gear. And, he got a hard time because, he's up there in the Panhandle, which is Tallahassee area. And he was a corrections officer as well. And all those guys were huge FSU fans. So, he always had to hold strong and hold it together because they were trying to give him shit.
And what was but you told me his nickname, the story about his nickname.
Yeah, it's funny because I was talking to a bunch of his friends after he passed away. And growing up, they always called him L.A. And when I was real young, I used to watch him play basketball before I could actually play. I was probably like, 5 years old, 4 years old, and he would take me to the court.
What do you mean before you could play? You learned how to play? I didn't know that.
Well, I told you. Well, Hurst, this is another story. Hurst taught me how to play.
No, I'm saying I know you pretty well. I don't believe you've ever learned to play. You ain't got no game.
Yeah, I'll cross you up, Devin. I'll cross you up and put my body on you, move you out the way. But so he'd take me to the courts, and I would watch it. It was this really nice indoor gym that is no longer functioning. They put like a bunch of wood up, and they closed it down because people were going in there and getting drunk and fucking around. So they just shut the whole gym down. But anyway, he would take me to this court and to the gym, and it was amazing. Like, there was so much talent in this gym, like short guys, big guys, just a lot of multi-talented guys. You know, some like LeBron-looking dudes and some like Spud Webb-looking guys, but all like equally athletic. And in the middle of that was my uncle, who was like a scoring guard. But when he played, it was all up and down the floor. It was like showtime. You know, he ran the point, and he was up and down the court. He always had guys that could run with him. And I will always hear them say, LA, LA, LA. And this is the same time when the Lakers were really popular. So I was just assuming that they called it LA because of Magic and the Lakers and the way that he played ball. And so I was talking to his buddies. This was just after he died, and I was asking about that name, LA. And he told me that it stood for Lower Alabama because they were so close to Alabama, right? And I thought, that's interesting. Didn't really make much sense to me. I kind of got it, but it didn't make much sense to what I thought initially. And then I asked another one of his buddies. This is the same day. And he said, oh, yeah, because he played like the Lakers, man. He played like Magic. He'd get that ball, he would take off. And he was fast, he was quick, he had a great crossover. You know, he shoot your eyes out. And we used to call him LA because he played like Magic, and that's where that came from. So the guy who told me that was, over the last 15, 20 years, was one of his good friends, but he was more of an acquaintance because they didn't live in the same city. And the guy that called her and told me it was Lower Alabama was like his best friend, right? So it's like I still don't quite know, but I'll go with what my eyes showed me when I was 4 or 5 years old. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Uncle John, LA, pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Jonathan Bryant, LA.
Now let's go back to Vegas to Charlotte. Now let's go back to Charlotte to Vegas.
I lost a Movado.
You lost what?
A Movado watch, $700 Movado watch. And
So
the
it
week
got
prior,
like ripped off, like while you in the middle of the fight, got taken off.
Oh, I just got ripped off, I guess.
You didn't even realize, or you did, but someone snaked it immediately or something.
I don't know. I didn't realize till the next morning when I couldn't find it, but I was okay with that as long as I felt like I could have lost a lot more than just a Movado. Yeah, being arrested, shit like that.
Right.
And being a professional, that's top of mind.
Being what?
A professional, that's top of mind. You know, avoiding.
You
legal trouble,
mean
yeah.
you don't want to get in trouble because your job?
Of course. Right.
Do you ever fight like for sport?
I used to wrestle in high school, just backyard boxing.
At Tampa Plant? Jagged.
Alonzo High School.
Okay. I think Plant. There's another one I know the name of, just because of football. Armwood. Or is Armwood more Orlando?
I think it's on the way to Orlando. Yeah, it's like you see it off the highway. I got arrested 2 weeks after my college graduation for the first time ever.
Wait,
fighting.
2 weeks after what?
My college graduation.
Oh shit.
For fighting.
Where'd you go to college?
That was from that night.
Damn. Was it like outside a bar or something?
Yeah, it was a bouncer actually. I don't know, he fucking dropped me on my face or something, but that's why I got that gash from.
Did you go to UF or
USF?
USF.
This is another night.
Yeah, right. So do you foresee yourself still doing this for a while?
No.
You think you're done?
No, yeah, I'm done. I'm serious with that. It's not fun anymore. When it hurts, it hurts. And I'm putting a lot on the line. Before I didn't have as much to lose as I do now. Before I didn't have as much to lose as I do now.
Right.
I was a young kid, stupid. Kind of have other things to take into consideration now.
Right. Yeah, you survived. You didn't get killed. And you got a good job.
What they're showing right now is 137.
What else? What else do I like?
What happened? What time we getting in?
It says 137.
Big booties. I like big booties.
Yeah, you can tell some stories about big booties if you want.
Ex-girl. She's just a white girl from Mass. from Massachusetts. But man, they would ask her if she had a fake booty. They say, yeah, she had a fucking badonkadonk. No tits, negative tits.
Negative tits.
What a big ass. Make up for it.
They had a mechanical, so they got stuck.
I just wonder how many people are listening to this.
What was that?
I said, I just wonder how many people are listening to this.
Well, no one right now. Oh, you mean like nearby?
Right now.
But no, there might be a lot in the future.
Yeah. How many is a lot?
I mean, I'm saying if this gets popular,
Okay, yeah.
we'll see.
We'll stick with the Randy alias.
Yeah. So people get fake booties, like surgery to enhance.
I guess.
Like, how's that?
It's not attractive.
Well, I guess they get fake boobs, so it's probably just a similar kind of thing.
No.
I guess, but I mean, my impression of a fake booty is when I've seen some of these celebrities have them, and there's always like that one-off shot where you can see it like radiating from the side of their ass, or they're sitting down, and
Right,
it just feels like
look-
this. Attractive. I mean, it wasn't fake by any means. This girl, it was all natural,
Okay.
but I mean, it was like that. Again, I have very short tolerance for people imposing their opinion on my life or trying to, tell me what to do. So. I guess to that point, I don't give a fuck what everyone does. I had a friend. He used to be a good friend. No longer a good friend. But his girlfriend, who was a raging bitch, she got a nose job. So that I kind of criticized, but that was more because she was a raging bitch than anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
Why aren't you buddies with him anymore?
Because you're not one of those good people that you can just trust, and it's when people have envy and they're envious and they just maybe have so many insecurities and self-doubt that they're just not trustworthy. Why do I let those people in my life? Why do I let those people around me? And I just don't, and I won't. I can spend my time with quality people, so I choose not to let those people.
Yeah. I like that.
Shit just got deep.
Yeah.